we're more than now a month into the enhanced community quarantine. President Duterte is submitting his fourth report to Congress about the government's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Our Anjo Alimario breaks down that weekly report for us. Go ahead, Anjo.
In his report to Congress, President Duterte says only 4 million of the 18 million target families have been given cash aid. That number was from a Social Welfare Department summary as of April 18, but at the latest briefing of Interagency Task Force spokesperson Carlo Nograles, there are now 4.5 million low-income and 4-piece families who have received the cash aid. Still, that would only be 25.54% of the total target beneficiaries. Nograles points out that more than 90% of the allocated amount, or almost 74 billion pesos, has already been disbursed to local governments. Problem is, mayors have yet to submit their reports.
Kaya sa puntong ito, hinihintay po namin ang accomplishment report ng mga LGUs na nakatanggap na nung emergency subsidy program para ipamahagi sa kanilang mga constituents.
The Social Welfare Department says it's exploring other methods to fast-track the distribution of the cash subsidies to help tied households amid the COVID-19 crisis. Now, of the total pooled savings of 246.28 billion pesos as of April 16, 148.93 billion has already been downloaded to relevant national government agencies. This is more than 50 billion pesos higher compared to what the president reported last week of 189 billion pesos. And as part of the Bayanihan to Heal as One Act, the president is mandated to submit a weekly report to Congress on its implementation. Yeah?
There's a petition at the Supreme Court, Anjo, to release at-risk prisoners and confirmed COVID-19 cases in some jails. Any update on that?
Well, the report says that the Board of Pardons and Parole is formulating interim guidelines for the speedy release of inmates. Those covered are the old, sick leave, terminally ill, or with serious disabilities. Also included are those eligible for parole or clemency. This is to decongest jails. The Supreme Court has also reminded lower courts to release inmates detained longer than their minimum penalty and those with cases that are not moving because of lack of witnesses. And human rights lawyers welcome this, but they're still pushing for the release of at-risk prisoners on humanitarian grounds since prisons are hotspots of COVID-19 infection. Pia.
Angeli Mario there reporting.